welcome to Downloadable Content. Yep, we changed the name. And also, we may or may not have fired one of our cast members, but joining us now, you might know him as Carlton Carlos Carlson, is Shinoy. We're welcoming Shinoy into the fold. We also have Jeff. Everyone knows Jeff.
Yeah, whatever.
So,
I'm here.
A lot of people have been asking about My Hero Season 2. Jeff, please take this one.
Yeah, so we don't have a Vinny, and Shinoy's already seen My Hero Season 2.
Correct.
Did you say his name yet? This is Shinoy,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
So Shinoy's already seen My Hero Season 2, seen Season 3. I don't want to re-react to something like that. We will be trying to bring you something on My Hero Season 4 when it comes out in, I believe, October.
Yes.
Yeah, should be October. In Japan, it's in October, so most likely it'll be here sometime in October, too. Yeah.
That's what the internet's for.
Yeah, true.
The good news is Shinoy is very loud, probably louder than Vinny, so you will enjoy him, I promise you.
Yes.
Today we have something more special, I think. We're going to be talking about One Punch Man, which is pretty good. Now, if you've made it this far right now, I already clickbaited this, and this video is already called My Hero Season 2 Reaction, so I'm sorry, don't unsub, don't get mad. I just needed the views. We're talking about One Punch Man. This is going to be a retrospective, what we thought of Season 1, how great Season 2 was, and where Season 3 is going. And let's just kick this off. One Punch Man, when I saw it for the first time in Japanese, don't watch that English one. When I first saw it in Japanese.
Yeah, the English one is bad. I'm sorry.
He's a different character in the English version.
Yeah, he's too lazy.
Yeah.
He's lazy.
Yeah, he's lazy.
He's lazy, super lazy. Japanese, 100%.
Yeah.
But when I first watched the Japanese one, I was like, this show is, it's too good. It's so aware of itself.
Yes.
And the animation just felt super
It
fun.
was crispy. It was so crispy. Every frame, just like Jeff used to always say to me, every frame you could stop and you could make it into a wallpaper or something because it was always so well animated and drawn. Yeah, it was definitely amazing.
So when you think back to in the recesses of your brain,
Okay.
Jeff can't really do that because his brain doesn't work like that.
It's okay, Jeff. It's okay. Okay.
See?
I got it.
So think back. When you first watched One Punch Man Season 1,
Yes.
what's your most memorable moment from that?
Oh, my most memorable moment, Jeff knows, my most memorable moment is when he gets punched in the head by the Sea King. When he gets punched in the head and his head jiggles around, that's probably the greatest thing I've ever seen. He was like, it was the greatest thing ever. Because then he blew him up right afterwards. Like, he was like, oh, did somebody hit me? And then just blew him into oblivion and knocked all the clouds away. It was great.
Yeah, he punched the weather away, which...
Yeah, that's right, he did. He punched the sun back out.
And that is the genius of that show. What do you think? Most memorable moment, Season 1?
I mean, I watched the last fight probably 1,000 times.
The Boros fight?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was so Dragon Ball Z. That's
It
why.
was, but it was such a good fight, though, man. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he got punched to the moon.
He did.
I would say that one of my favorite, besides that, moments is when he was fighting the genetically enhanced guy in the lab, and he realized that he missed the sale.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
You thought that he made a horrible
bug?
mistake and he was going to get defeated, and then he's just like, I missed a sale.
Yeah, that's right. Genos had been blown up into 30,000 pieces.
Yeah.
He had a weird smoke afro. It was weird. and then Saitama was like, hey, oh no, today's Saturday. And he just freaked out.
gonna
He was
miss
like,
that sale.
I need the sale. Yeah, that was good too. What about yours?
I mean, when I don't want to be that guy that say I have two,
fine.
but when I think
All right.
back, the one where he just throws the rock through that octopus guy's skull.
You're just throwing rocks around. I can do that too.
Like the guy's like, you'll never escape my black hole. And he's just like, he's
like,
throwing
oh.
rocks around. And he just shoots it through his forehead and kills him. Like, that would be me as the villain.
What about when he intimidates the gorilla? And the gorilla's like,
Okay.
I'm sorry, wait, I don't really talk like this.
He's like, oh, there's no way you can ever defeat me because you'll never beat the other guy. This guy, oh my God.
He's like, oh my God, no, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything.
Also, I think the first time Genos fought Saitama, where he's like, fight me for real.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, okay. And the symbol of death is on his
Yeah.
fist. And then
it was the
boom.
death punch. Yeah.
And then you just see the mountain is just gone behind him, and Genos is like, hello?
And then he like taps his forehead and he's like, let's go get noodles.
Yeah.
And just walks off.
Yeah, he's just like, let's go get noodles.
See, but I hate, man, because Genos is my favorite character, and they do him so dirty all the time. He's so cool. He's an S rank. Saitama's C rank, and they're just like, oh, yeah, Genos is amazing. He could be the main character. Nope. He's just not.
Well, I think that's what the genius of the first season specifically was,
true,
is that
true.
Genos is the stereotypical main character.
He is.
He has a tragic past. He's
Yep.
going through all this stuff,
Genetically enhanced. Yeah.
and he almost dies multiple times.
Yeah.
And when naked Saitama saves him right before his first sacrifice,
The mosquito, when he smacks the lady.
and he's just about to explode, and then Saitama just jumps in naked and slaps that bitch, and just blood goes all over the. That also.
Yo, that anime is so good, man.
But what made it so good is that it was trying to make fun of the other anime, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, hey, I know you're so used to this amazing anime boy, and you're supposed to be so cool, but here's this bald dude with alopecia, and the faces he makes, he's like, okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's super, it's so overdone that it's kind of not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so in the realm of what happens with, like, DBZ and all those other kind of shows, but you know it's like, hey, that's a Saitama fight because it's absurd. He gets beat down for 3 minutes, and then he just punches somebody, and he gets pissed off because he killed him.
And the animation in season 1, I think it was the same people as Death Note, right? It was the same animation studio.
Oh, was it?
I
I
think
didn't
so.
know that.
Well, the thing with season 1 is they outsourced their animation to a lot of different studios.
That's true, too.
That's what
That
made
is
it so
true.
good.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
had
yeah.
like studios that were good at doing specific things do those specific things.
Okay.
So it was Bones,
Okay.
but Bones outsourced it, so it wasn't like just Bones.
I didn't know that.
Because in season 1, the camera angle was like when Saitama did a punch or Genos did something epic, you were just sitting there like, whoa, this is just like watching a normal anime, but with hilarity as well, too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'd argue that the production value on that was better than a normal anime.
Yeah,
Like,
I honestly,
On most animes,
I really
yeah.
don't see things better than One Punch Man as far as animation style is concerned.
and I think what's really funny about that is when you look at where it came from, like the online.
Oh,
yeah,
like
it
the
was just a
original
random
sketch?
kid.
It looks,
yeah,
it looks
just
like if I drew something with my left hand. Like, let's get this. Okay.
Well, yeah, but that, I mean, you have the internet to thank for it because it just took off. They're like, bro, we need this, and they're like,
Gotcha.
okay, and it was like, we got it, whatever you need, you know. And then
Yeah.
and it came out, and it was one of the best animes probably to come out in a very recent time frame.
Well,
you know?
slow your roll there because
Oh no,
there's a season 2.
there was partially a season
It's not
2,
canon.
yes. It's not
Basically,
canon.
Someone took the manga pages and like animated them slightly.
It's not canon.
So yeah, we have to talk about this now.
Yeah.
We've been gloating a little too much. Not that season 2 was bad per se.
Yeah, it's fine.
It just
It fit in line.
we waited so long
Yes.
for it.
What, a year or two, right?
Something like that. Two
Something
yeah,
stupid
two,
long time.
2
yeah.
plus years.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember us constantly talking about it. We're like, One Punch Man teaser. It came out in
Yep.
April or some nonsense, and we're getting ready. But I was getting worried because it kept switching studios. It
Yep.
announced the new studios animated it, and I'm like, oh no.
It even got pushed back, didn't it? Like, it was supposed to come out, and then
yeah.
we're like, yeah. And it was like, just kidding, next month.
I
And
feel
we're
like it took
all right.
20 years for the season. to
It
come out.
really did feel like that. And then they had that, like, that first episode, bro. Let's just do it. Like, that first episode,
Here's
man.
what happened. Here's what happened. See, it was completely done.
Yes.
And they sent it over to Jeff, and Jeff leaned on it while editing and just deleted the whole project. That's what happened to My Hero Season 2 and why we really fired Vinny.
That's true. That's true, too. That is true, too.
But it's Jeff's fault.
No, it's because Vinny spilled coffee on my.
Oh, right.
Oh, and then the dog ate it.
But One Punch Man Season 2, when it first came on, something immediately felt off. I know we all watched it separately,
Yeah.
but after the first episode, we all came in together and we looked at each other like,
This wasn't right.
were you the guy that touched my butthole during that orgy? It just felt wrong.
What?
What?
Hold on. Whoa. All right. Hold on. Wait.
I'm holding.
All right. I don't know about this butthole orgy stuff, bro. All right. But I definitely felt some type of way about the episode. Butthole orgy. Because of how they animated it. Like, the opening scene was weird. The animation was a little off. And then, of course, what we're going to get to probably next is that punch. Right? So the
What
punch.
punch?
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting
Yeah.
at. You know, like the One Punch Man's one punch in the episode didn't happen.
Like it seemed like he was barely in it for the first 3 episodes.
that is true too. That is very true. It was around King a lot. No, it was around King.
King and whatever Genos was doing.
Yeah, King Genos and kind of a little lead up to Garou. Realistically.
So from what I heard, and I'm not gonna get into manga spoilers here, and I haven't read the manga. We haven't read the manga.
yeah, no manga reading here.
I can't
but
read.
A lot of what's going on currently revolves around a lot of other characters aside from Saitama.
But I'm okay with that.
Which is fine, and I feel like that. As far as I know, the anime was very, very true to the manga.
Really?
but-
So that's how it went. Like
Yeah.
that's okay.
But when you're reading a manga, that's one chapter. If nothing happens in one chapter of a manga,
Who cares?
You just lost 2.5 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, that's the thing. It's all about adaptation. Like season 1, the adaptation was great because they understood the story, and then they're like, "Wow, let's animate this shit up."
Oh yeah.
Season 2 is like, we're gonna show Saitama punching a monster, but what if the camera like dropped at the same second he
Yeah.
punched the lizard monster?
What if it just stares at King as he sits there in fear, and then you hear the punch, and you use your imagination?
Yeah, and that's not why I'm watching it. To be honest, like I want to see him just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it did get better though. It did. After like the first 2 episodes, we all came to agree. It was like, oh, okay. Because it started to get a little better, the actual animation's pretty good, the punch noises and everything, and all the squishy noises, they were amazing.
The crunching, smushing, punching noises.
Like, they were great noises,
That like saved the
what the noise was, man.
that saved a lot of it for me.
The squanching punch noise.
Yeah.
Saved it for you.
When they
saved
snap the
both.
neck, it's like
Well, that and the way that the faces would crunch up.
oh yeah.
Like, because in the first season, because of how it happened, and everybody died instantly, there wasn't a lot of that. But because it was a lot of other people fighting in the second season, you got to see their faces reconform and just be destroyed because nobody's killing anybody. Genos punched the hell out of Garou, but he didn't die. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, I think other than the slow start and the Saitama not really being Saitama
Yeah.
in season 2 was Garou was like, I'm going to be the hero hunter. Like, I'm going to kill these dudes. He kept telling like, you're going to lose your life today. I'm like, this dude's dope. He's amazing. And then he would beat someone up and they're just alive. There's one scene I was so sad because I thought it was real. He was just had Mugen Rider's head and he was just smashing it into the concrete. And I'm like, no, but yes, but no.
Yeah, but didn't Tank Top come through and gave my man the Tank Top punch or something?
He did come through, but
gave
like,
him the
the
mean
damage
punch.
was done. Like he smashed him.
true. Well, that is true because they also had him kill everybody in that room.
He did have a helmet on, so.
Oh no!
No, the helmet was not on.
It was the
was
styrofoam
was it?
helmet of truth. Like, what was it? Like, who cares? But
We'll show the clip here, but I don't.
Yeah. But he did kill everybody in that room too, so it did give you an idea that he had the capacity and he had the capability to kill.
But why
and then
was
they
he
just
stopping?
didn't.
Why did he stop killing people? It just seemed like it went too cliche. Like,
I don't
well,
think-
that's the main dude. You can't kill a main dude.
I don't think Garou really cares whether he kills somebody or not. It was more just like, I'll beat you up.
If I didn't care if I was going to kill someone or not, they'd probably be dead. Because I'm just going to
Yeah,
like,
but
that's true,
okay, they
too.
look like a bloody mess now. Time to leave.
Yeah, like, they knocked out, and you're just like, all right, just walk away.
See, but there's also an underlining thing about Garou. Like, number one, he only cares about S-rank heroes. If you think about that, everybody he fights, he's never fights any S-rank heroes.
Just because he wants to be known as
The best hero killer. So
well, he wants to be known as a monster, like the
The
best
best
Well,
monster.
yeah.
yeah.
But what also seems
What
to
monster
happen
doesn't
though-
kill people?
Well, that's true. Yeah. That okay, fair enough. I mean, well, except for Sonic Speed.
Which one was Sonic?
the guy who had his
Naked
nuts
Ninja.
touched.
Yeah.
He had his nuts touched by the
Oh, I thought
the
you meant
waterfall.
Garou killed him.
No. What I'm saying is that he's also a monster. You know, he likes being he does
Dude,
monster
that
stuff.
is the
But he
furthest
doesn't
guy from a
hurt
monster.
anybody. He probably is. All right, whatever.
wait,
I'm
wait,
stretching.
wait,
I'm
wait,
stretching
wait.
right now. I'm stretching. I'm sorry. I'm stretching.
Can we talk about how he's the...
I'm thinking about the ball thing.
Where it contorts around the
He was
head.
like,
But can we talk about he was the one dude, he's like, yeah, not the one, but he's like, yeah, I'm going to eat this monster fruit.
Yeah.
And whatever, but he cooks it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does, and
And
he
loses
eats
all
it
its
like
properties.
it's a normal food. Yeah.
So I'm just picturing eating him like he's eating a ball sack and he cooked it, and he's just like,
It's a purple ball.
like he eats the whole thing and it's disgusting,
All right,
but
fair
he gets
enough.
nothing out of it.
But also, I mean, to go back to it, I mean, Garou, it seems like too that every time he reaches a S rank, he gets his ass beat. Almost every time. Bat beat him down. Tank punched him all through his face. You know what I'm saying? And then Genos put the nail in the coffin. And then of course, when Fang and his brother came, you know what I mean? But
Those guys are on different levels.
well,
That's-
I mean, fair. But like,
It wasn't fair that he got double teamed by them.
No, he got dogged. It was
Yeah.
bad.
See, that's what I'm
But-
saying. Orgy, double team.
Shut up. We're not going back to the butthole. All right, listen. but what I think what they did good though is that they're developing him and the way he is in a very particular smart way.
Yeah.
Because everybody fights, he gets stronger, and then the next person he fights gets stronger. You know what I mean? Because like he fought Tank Top. Tank Top is a very low ranking S. Is he even S?
I think he's A, isn't he?
Is he? He might be an A. Okay, so he's like a high ranking A. And then after that he fights Bat, which is
Yeah.
which is a lower middle range S. and then he jumps into Genos, and then he jumps into Fang, and every time he gets stronger and stronger.
Wait, Bat was S too?
Yeah, Bat
So,
was S.
because he was escorting that weird looking kid's
Yeah.
dad.
Okay.
Like, kid is
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah, no, Bat. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. But no, Bat, he wasn't S, but he wasn't super S.
looking at it now retrospectively, I wonder if every person Garou fought was almost like a different version of Garou's personality, or he learned something. Think about Metal Bat, right?
Ooh, that's
So
nice.
when Metal Bat was losing, he beat the shit out of himself, and he's good. When Garou was losing,
He freaked out.
He would get beat to near death, and he's like, "Now I'm really good." He almost had that like protagonist type
Yes.
of situation.
Yeah.
He kept getting closer to death and getting better. He was like Goku, and he's like
That is very
freezes
true.
in the corner like, "You piece of shit."
Yeah,
just die.
Just please die.
Yeah, and he fought the dog kid too, and he gained the dog kid's.
That's right. I forgot about the dog.
Dog kid
The
abilities.
dog kid whooped his ass too.
What's the dog kid's name? It can't be Dog Kid.
Watchdog.
Yes.
Watchdog Man. I
Yes.
Okay.
We can't forget the Saitama kick,
The Ganondorf kick.
where he disappeared for 2 episodes. Okay, that actually might have been the best part of this season.
Well, let's take that in the stream, right? So we had Garou first meets Saitama, right?
Yes.
I watched it back.
Oh yeah, he chopped his neck.
So the way they positioned that scene, I know we kind of said we didn't like season 2. And we're like, yeah, season 2. But the way,
Yeah.
so Saitama gets the wig, right? So he's at the shop and he's like, I've been looking for you all day. Garou says, no, I think Saitama says that, right?
Yeah, he
"I've been
does.
looking for you
But
all
he's
day."
standing behind Garou.
And the camera perspective was great because it seemed like Garou found him and he's like, you. And the way it was, are you trying to rob me or something? And he's just like, boom! All that
And the
buildup.
shiver came through
Garou
his
did
body.
so much. He's like, you see him survive Metal
Yeah.
Bat and all this stuff,
Yep,
and
yep.
then unconscious. And he just wakes up in literal trash bags. And like the next
Yeah,
2 episodes.
And he was like, what
And
happened?
Saitama hit him and then kept just going to buy his wig.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He was just like, yeah.
It's like, are you trying to
And,
rob me?
and it was an
too expensive.
overpriced wig too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an overpriced wig.
He's like, how much for the wig?
You know what I think was wrong with season 2? I think that season 2 followed Saitama and the way he is and stuff properly with his normal life and the way he is as a hero. But I think that the way that they portrayed the fights and such with him is just what was wrong. Until
Yes.
the last episode,
Yes.
you know, because like the actual season as a whole for what it is was a very solid season, but for when you're looking for those outlandish, crazy moments, he didn't have them.
We didn't get any of the villain shows up, destroys everybody, and then
Right,
Saitama shows up
exactly,
and defeats him,
exactly.
except for the very, very end with the
we
centipede.
didn't get that like Godzilla effect.
Yeah.
It was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And the Saitama's like, I'm just strolling by, and he's like, oh, I gotta stop with this guy, you know? Or he didn't have to save Genos. Realistically, he didn't, because Fang and them saved him, but he didn't even need saving then. He has the greatest upgrades he's had ever. First
Yeah.
off, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't get those really, really crazy theme song Saitama fights until the very last fight.
You just triggered my brain.
Oh.
When you said theme song, how could you change
Oh,
that
yeah.
theme song?
It's the same band, the same people do the music for both.
I don't
seasons.
care. One hit wonder. I just want to hear one punch, and
Yeah,
then just
that's a fact.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
a
when
fact.
when you're seeing, was it Ouroboros is the villain he fights in season 1, the final boss?
Yes.
Boros.
Oh yeah, and the whole time
He's just like, you just hear like, I want to be the strong, and then boom.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And then he's sitting there like all shriveled up. You didn't even try.
Am I
Yeah, you're
crazy to like say with this season is like taking a My Hero effect as far as giving all the other characters some play?
That's going to be next season too, from what I heard.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't mean to bring another anime, obviously, but it's you know
Hint.
All right, no, My Hero does amazing at that, where from the jump, Deku is the main character, Bakugo is his rival, but every single one of the kids in that class are in the show.
Yeah, they did have an episode about Froppy.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had their own thing, you know, and then in One Punch, it's about him and Genos, realistically.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. But in this season, it was like, hey, Saitama's here, but he's over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they kind of put him on the back burner, and I feel like this is an anime you can't do that to, because it's so oriented to him.
Uh-huh.
You know, I like
It's
even
One Punch Man. It's not.
Yeah, it's not like
One Punch Friends.
group of heroes. You know, yeah, like
It's like the Justice League, One Punch Friends,
Yeah,
and the
like-
Legion of Doom. It's just a horrible version.
it doesn't make any sense. You know, like for instance, My Hero Academia, that's clearly My Hero School. So I also think that that's what let us down, because once we got into the anime, all three of us, we were in it, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
But every time, whenever we would discuss it over text messages, or we would be, doing something and we're speaking, we would always say the episode was amazing, da 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 da. But there was no Saitama. That was our only
Because I
problem
think
most of the time.
it was amazing like one time. Why?
It
was
wasn't
just a one watch.
the episodes that were amazing. It was moments in the episodes that were amazing.
Well,
And
yeah,
season
well, that's
one
what I mean,
had
yeah.
like in the episode had 10 moments that made
That's true.
one episode amazing. Where
That's
this was
true.
just like, oh, this was crazy when Saitama hit Garou, but that was the only
Yes,
thing that
it
happened in the
felt
episode
like-
that we
True.
were like,
It felt
That's
like
true.
Dragon Ball Z, where one thing happens in the season and it
Yep.
just builds to it.
Ultra
You're like,
Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like and you're like, I'm bored now. You
Yeah.
know, and it still fit very well for a modern day anime. It was great for what it is, but
Yeah.
I think that the anime itself from season 1 was entirely too hyped up, and then they made us wait too long.
Yeah.
We had to wait 40 bajillion years for an anime to come in, and then their first more so like, pilot episode of episode 1 completely turned us off from it.
yeah.
Because of the one punch thing, So once we started getting enveloped in the Genos and the Garou, we fell in love with them. And then when Saitama came around, it was almost like, I don't even care about you right now because you're not going to do anything. Bring back Garou when he's beating everybody down. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like if there was real fan feedback that they took, I think there was a decent subsect of fans that were worried that the show is like, is it really just about some dude that just punches someone once and then they lose?
That's fair.
But I feel like the magic was the stuff around it. But it
I
was.
mean, that's what everybody says before they watch the show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So while watching, especially season 1, you're just like, oh, he beat him in one punch, but everything else was so interesting around it, and the way you have to do it is it's carefully constructed. In season 2, I feel like they decided to take the approach of not being subtle about going around. They're just like, yeah, he's over here now. He's there, so let's move on. Rather than it be like careful and constructed.
They went around him. In the first season, right? So even though he one punched whatever it was, he always showed up at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it would be just like Jeff had said, everything would be going crazy. Genos is beat to hell, or there's holes in the walls, and no one has anything else to do, and then he just so happens. Now the way it seems is like, it seems like things happen. It seems like he happens around things instead of things happen around him.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where they just kind of throw him in like, oh, should be a Saitama moment, right? And then they throw him in. Like the only times he's ever very natural feeling is when he's playing King in the games, because we all know he sucks at everything else for some weird reason. And when he's interacting with people, just normal people. But whenever he's fighting in that season, it was weird.
Other than what you know,
Yeah.
what do you think for season 3 in 2070?
Other than what I know, I mean, I don't know, because all I really know is that they have the Monster Association rising up, and,
Yeah.
and Garou is teamed up with them, and I kind of predicted Garou getting stronger and stronger and stronger to the point where he could match Saitama. I don't know if that's going to happen.
So do you
but
think that he's going to be the
The
scale
anti-Saitama?
for Saitama? Like, if Saitama were to, eventually, not right now, eventually, because I don't think Garou is going to eat the monster fruit. What I do think...
I don't think he
Yeah,
needs to. I
hope
feel
not.
like he's going to kill everybody in that room.
It would be
for
great.
Orochimaru.
It would be great if he ate it and then nothing happened.
Yeah, he's just like...
That'd be dope, because
Yeah.
that would mean a lot
Like-
for his character, that
like
he's
he
already
resisted it.
there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like he's either that, or it's not strong enough to make him change, because he is the reincarnation that he wanted to
He's
be.
too monstrous for the fruit to even do
Oh,
anything.
yeah, you know what I mean? For it to
So
even
imagine
affect him.
he eats the fruit, then Orochimaru's like, "Har, har, 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 har," because he does that. He's like, Aku.
Yeah.
So he laughs. He laughs, right? And then Garou doesn't change. And then Orochimaru's like, what's going on? I guess I'll just eat you then. And then he just like wrecks everything in there, then realizes...
Are you saying the right name right now?
Isn't it Orochimaru?
I feel.
Orochimaru is Naruto, but
Yeah, or Orochimaru.
it might just be Orochi.
Orochimaru.
but that's the snake guy from Naruto.
Yeah.
You know the guy who
definitely-
doesn't die.
It's definitely Orochi.
Yeah,
Don't make me
Orochi's
Google
a
this
pretty,
right now.
a pretty common like demon king name.
Yeah,
in
I guess so.
Japanese,
All right,
yeah.
we
But-
may be wrong. Apologize for him. you know.
No,
but
it's Orochi.
It is? Okay.
But
I'm like
not
Orochimaru. I'm like, we
So
was
I feel
like,
like
That's a
Orochi-
kid. Yeah.
He was like,
Orochimaru too. Then. So I feel like Garou's gonna eat the fruit. Nothing's gonna happen. Just wreck face in the whole room.
In the middle of the Chunin exams.
In the middle of the
Yes.
training exams, and he's gonna 7-prong seal them.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna beat everyone and by default be the strongest monster because there's no other
I
monsters
don't want
left.
that.
Like, there's
I-
no other monsters left.
I
And
would
now
hate
he's
that.
ready to fight Saitama.
I would hate that.
Well, even if there's no monsters left, monsters will keep showing up because that's just that universe.
if they killed the king,
Someone's gonna eat too much sushi and become a human sushi.
like the lobster guy.
Yeah, something similar to that.
That's
You know,
the
he's
best
he's gonna be a
part. I
sushi
love that
flopping
guy.
around on the ground.
Yeah, I love
Best
that
part
guy.
of that universe is like, think about it. Everyone watching and us, like
Yeah.
we would just turn into like human office chairs and
Yeah,
mechanical
yeah.
keyboards.
Or the
Like,
car guy. Remember the car guy who was like a junkyard car? He's like, I have cars. It's like, all right, you're a car
I
monster.
spent too much time on my gaming PC and I became a gaming PC.
I'm
human.
now a tower, you know?
Do you want to play League on me?
like you
Do
have
it
like
now.
RGB lights on your forehead.
It says I am evil. But I mean,
You get extra buttons all over your body. And different programmable buttons.
the power button, turn
You
them off.
can't
This is
speak
my
his-
programmable poop button.
I feel like Garou has a lot more, not a lot more, I guess, but maybe a season or two of him getting to his next real level. Because Genos put the beats on him. I don't think that he would have been able to beat Genos when he was at 100% because
don't
Genos
think
was
so?
completely revamped. Bro, he cut him in half. And nothing happened. He tore his arm off. He choked him to death. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the first time also that we've seen Genos not get obliterated. He got obliterated
true.
in that first fight at the tournament, and he came back guns a-blazing, bro. Nobody could see him after that. You know what I mean? Everybody was getting beat by him, including Garou. Garou even said, he's like, bro, I can't do this.
I did want to bring up one thing actually.
What?
So, I remember between season 1 and season 2, reading and everyone talking that Saitama was going to lose his powers. Remember that?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
So I was thinking this would be kind of a. This is just in my brain. Let me know if it's lame. But I was thinking that he would lose his powers, right?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
And Genos would be like, "Oh, Master Saitama, I can't believe you lost your powers. This is insane. What are we gonna do?" And he's in this like 35-second like monologue about how the world is defeated now because they don't have a true hero, and other heroes are blinded by heroicism. That's a word, and that there's nothing else.
Heroism.
Fuck.
Heroism. There we go. All right.
But everyone else is blinded, right? And then you just see like this like out of focus like movement in the background, right? And then it comes back into focus, and Genos is like, "What are we gonna do?" And then you just see Saitama in the background like 101. 102. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's just like, he's like, "I got them back before. I could do it again." And you see him like turning the AC off, like in random shot. I
Bro,
thought
that
he-
would actually be pretty good.
like to him it would be like, "You lost your powers," and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta, you know."
Wait a minute.
Does he still do his workout routine?
No.
No?
He walks around with like weird paper bags full of like sea moss
We've
stuff.
never seen it before, but
Wait, he's got something. I want to know what the something
Yeah,
is.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, I had an epiphany
okay.
moment. Don't mean to cut you off.
Who's Epiphany?
Yeah.
It's just I mentioned you can like grab it.
No, what if it happens the other way around and Garou gets wind
Of the
of
workout
that's
routine.
how he got his power, and then Garou takes it too serious,
And it makes him
just-
worse?
Yeah, and he just starts doing everything, but
He's all, like,
sometimes-
bulky, like
yeah,
Trunks from
he's
Dragon
super
Ball.
big. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be such a good thing to happen because just like you were saying, you know, having him go back to that original Saitama moment, Garou would be so embedded in the training. He's like, that's what he did.
Yeah.
That's what I got to do. And then he does, and he's like,
Yo,
this is a lot.
He follows
you know?
it to the T, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he still loses Saitama, and he's just like, "Why are you better than me?"
Yeah, I did the 100 push-ups.
And Saitama's like, "Did you turn off the AC in the summer?" And he's like,
yeah, he's like, "Duh."
he's like, "I
great.
used the fan." No.
I feel like that the way that the show is going, they would ruin that moment. I guess to be mean about it, because
So you're saying you don't trust them to do that right now?
no, not at all, not at all. Because of how the season was, if you can't give Saitama the moments that he has, and you don't have to say deserve, because it's just what the show is. It has nothing to do with him being deservative of it. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of is that a real word? I don't
No,
know.
you said deservative, and I just wanted to let you go. with it.
Derivative, deservative. No, derivative is completely wrong. He doesn't deserve it.
deserving.
Yes, deserving. Thank you, Hefe. Words. if we can't trust them to give us that, which is the simplest thing ever, just have him punch the hell out of something every few episodes. If they took his power from him, I feel like that they would try and Gohan it, where they're trying to make it about someone else, and then it just fails.
Like if it would work, it would just be he loses his powers, and in the next episode he gets them back. But you just see where he's like one punching like a box of cereal.
See, but then what's the point?
I mean,
You see what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? If you lose it for one episode and it's for half an episode, so that's for
me,
what, 12 minutes.
It would be hard to have a reason why he lost them.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, it wouldn't.
why?
It doesn't
the
fit.
reason why he would lose him is just as good of a reason of how he got them. Like he sneezed too hard, and he's like, ah! And his powers are gone. He sneezes and he has a full head of hair, just out of nowhere. Something
Or
stupid.
he thinks like I don't want to be a hero anymore.
Yeah, he just loses it.
That would be a little more logical, I guess.
Or
of
just
him-
that question would pop up. Would be like, Saitama, when was the last time you did push-ups? Push-ups? And he gets like the SpongeBob arm out of nowhere.
But no, I do think that season 3 will have a much better start, much better end, just because season 2 progressively got better.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not a complete, oh, I hate everything. Because again, as we said, we did like a lot of the stuff in all the episodes. It just wasn't wholesome enough. It wasn't that full One Punch Man, Saitama is here feel. And if they get that right in the next season, you could have him fight a goddamn pillow.
And
Who
it would be
cares?
right.
It would have been epic as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I think that as long as they can loop it back to that you don't have to do it every episode because they didn't do it in season 1. Every 3 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Every 2 episodes. Give them just a crazy ass one punch. And you're like, that's all I wanted. That's it. Now I can go to sleep and I'm okay the next day. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, let us know what you guys think. I mean, everyone is going to have something to say about One Punch Man. I feel it's like a beloved anime at this point.
It is very much so.
We definitely want to hear from you guys. And like we kind of said in the beginning, is Shinoi is really he's here to stay. He replaced Vinny, so there's no hard feelings there. So don't worry if you want to send him a message, like we'll give it to him. He'll respond. He may even be on in the future in like a podcast or something. To be honest. As far as anime reactions, they're not necessarily going away per se. There's no My Hero season 2 or 3, unfortunately, right now, just because, like I said, they've seen the other ones. My Hero Academia season 4 is coming out, and who knows, right? Who knows?
Oh, I'm watching that. I don't know what you thought.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're watching it together and you're filming it, okay? And we're putting it on Cornhub.
I like that website. That's pretty good.
But also, if you guys have noticed, we've changed some things around here. We're not Let Me Ask You a Question anymore. We're downloadable content, known as DLC.
bro.
We have a new social media guy. He's going to be doing all the stuff that Jeff and I are too old to do.
So when he hate mail, I guess it's coming to me. So just be nice. I guess, right? Yeah.
He's
Or
got
just-
glasses, so he's smart. He'll figure it out.
I can't see. No.
Do you have any more updates in our amazing end card that's going to go on for too long? I don't have a logo made.
I mean, we're gonna do dumb gaming stuff, right? Like,
Yes. If you haven't noticed our amazing VR chat that we just kind of popped out there, Shinoi doesn't have VR because he sucks and he's poor. But
What?
We love.
What? Oh, thanks, guys. I'll just okay.
So
I mean, we're gonna bring him up though. You know, we're
of
paying
course,
him a lot.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not.
He gets all of this ad rev.
So you guys do the math. You see how many views we get, how many subscribers we have. He's getting exactly 1/3 of that. So
For 3 pennies a day, you can help out someone get a VR headset as soon as 3 years.
If you guys somehow want to figure out how to get Shinoi VR headset, whatever, man, figure it out.
I'll let my hair out in the next video if you send me $1.
You actually can't solicit money over the internet. So just do whatever you're going to do to get him the money. I don't know what to do. So it's still going to be Jeff and I currently doing the obnoxious VR videos. We still...
I mean, we can make a Patreon for Shinoi's Fro.
You want to know what? If someone actually wants a Patreon, just let them know.
Grow the fro. Grow the fro, bro. Grow the fro.
Grow the fro.
Grow the fro, bro.
So
okay,
yeah,
sorry.
they still got some anime stuff coming up for you. I believe Jeff is gonna bring him down a weird ass anime rabbit hole. Like he likes anime, but he hasn't experienced the weird stuff.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with this stuff. Honestly, I was outside. You know what I mean? A lot of times, so like a lot of the
What's
weird
that
stuff.
supposed to mean?
I was outside.
I was outside too, but I come home in time for Dragon Ball Z.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's true. I did too, though.
Well, his mom just locked the door. She's like, "You'll come home at 9 o'clock."
That's
Be
true
outside.
too. That's true. You know. But I mean, I'm ready for it. Whatever. Do it. Well, all right.
So they got some of that weird anime stuff coming up. We got some weird gaming things. And should I announce that the other thing that we're doing? Okay, hold on. your
This
boys
is
here.
all a part of his own master plan.
No. Your
No?
boys here realize that there's this amazing show called Live PD.
Oh, if you announce that here, we have to do it.
Well, we have to do it anyway.
What? I'm still
Okay.
the new guy. So what's
Okay.
happening?
All right, so Live PD is an
want me to
amazing
react to
show.
Live PD?
No, hold on, not react. We're gonna mystery science theater the shit out of Live PD. So, I'm not gonna explain any more of that. Keep that in your brain. I feel like I have to tell the YouTube people to subscribe, otherwise you're not gonna do it. I know you're watching, but you're not
Wait,
subscribing.
hold on,
Also-
guys. I'm getting a text message.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this for a while.
Okay,
That's it, man. I'm doing all the animation for One Punch Man Season 3.
that's good.
We're golden.
So, One Punch Man,
What?
2070. We'll see you in 2070. Please like, I felt like Vinny right there. Ugh. Please like, share, subscribe, that normal stuff.
Well, you also need to follow us on our Instagram. We have a Discord at this point.
We do have a
A little
Discord.
bit of a taste of a Discord
I'm not
channel.
in the Discord.
Me neither, but I'm going to be joining. So
I will
if you guys
invite-
join with us,
I will invite you to the Discord.
and I need to be a moderator. But
don't know how to do
you
that.
know, I can
Links
show you
will
'cause
be
I'm
in the
social
description.
media guy. Right? Yeah, links will be in the description of the newly made Instagram because that's what I did. That's what I'm here
You
for.
put links in our descriptions.
Are you serious right now?
We're old. I told you we don't know.
We're not even gonna. I got you. I got them. Don't worry.
He's got a ring, so he's good. Look at it.
Unity. Right? So just make sure if you do subscribe to us, just kind of show love on all the other channels as well.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. We have a IG and we have a Discord for right now. You know what I'm saying? Some other things may come soon. You may see us bouncing around in Reddit every now and again, you know, but for now, just follow us wherever we are, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of have fun. I will be posting most likely every few days, mostly every other day, you know what I'm saying, with just some content, clips, things of that nature, and it would be great if you guys could just follow with us, you know, enjoy the journey.
Yep. And also in the Discord, it's pretty much gaming type nonsense right now. But if you have a VR headset, join the Discord. Like I said, the link is in the description. We will be putting you in the videos as well, too, with or without your consent, to be honest, because you're in there.
And watch the other videos, damn it. All right, I'm looking at you, Richard. I don't know. Somebody named Richard is watching this. Watch the other videos.
Okay, Richard,
Watch
watch
it.
the other videos. And
Richard.
with that, Richard,
Richard,
unsubscribe. No,
What?
Richard. Everyone look at Richard. Richard.
Richard,
Richard.
Rick. Richard, damn it. Richard.
We see you, Richard.
I see you.
I can see you. I see you reaching for that subscription. And the bell. Don't forget the bell.
Yes, the bell. The little bell.
Okay, Richard, good night.
bye, Richard.